Hey guys, how's it going? I for those of you who may not know, I actually used to do videos on here quite a bit, kind of talking about our topics. Um, and this is definitely one that I wanted to spend a little time talking about and thinking about before the season passes or before the month passes, I guess. And it's the last week of October and it's raining out and could not feel more like fall than it does right now as I'm sitting here listening to the rain on my window with my candle over here. Just got done doing some reading. So, and it kind of had me thinking a lot about the topic of letting go. Um, and like I'll be honest that I don't really know what it is that I want to say. I just know that I want to say something. Um so letting go is probably one of the harder topics that we have done in this group. And if I remember right, we've done it before or at least something very similar. We spend a lot of time in this group focusing on, pushing for things and creating things and growing and, motivation, moving forward, all of those things. And so the interesting thing about the topic of letting go is it's almost the opposite of what we normally tend to push for in this group. And there's in a sense a sort of standstill that happens, as you're letting go of something in your life or somebody in your life or you know any different kind of aspect. The process of letting go is a process of stillness, I think. um it's very much so a quiet center of the heart, because I think that there's a certain amount of grief involved. And so, I asked the question, if letting go and giving up were the same thing. And I really liked everybody's answers, and everybody seemed to kind of be on the same page. And I actually agree that they're different things, they're different aspects, I don't think that giving up is always, a bad thing. Sometimes, that's part of the letting go process, actually, is giving up, which is interesting. But I also think that they are similar in the sense that whether you're giving up or you're letting go, there is a certain amount of grief, that happens with that. And then, so then you're thinking, like, okay, well, why? Well, because letting go of things is not easy and it's definitely not the human thing to do. I feel like humans are almost designed to to cling or to grasp onto something so tightly, and so the process of letting go can actually often be very painful. Um, and I guess that I just wanted to encourage anybody, because look, just because we change topics doesn't mean that that season in your life is over, and so if you're in a season of letting something go, it's not going to end on Sunday, with the month of October, as we move into our new month. Um, it'll probably still be a process, and so I definitely just wanted to encourage people that, if there's something that you are facing that you're having to let go of, feel free to continue to talk about it even as we move into the topic for next month, which will actually be gratitude. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there now. Um, there's always a good November is always a good time to spend working on gratitude and thankfulness, which are actually different, but we're going to work on gratitude. And so in the process of letting go, actually being able to step back and have gratitude for certain aspects of it can often be very healing. I have a lot of ideas and stuff if you're struggling with learning how to let go of certain things. I've realized that sometimes it's not always about the answers, right? Sometimes it's about the acceptance. Sometimes we don't always have the answers for how it all is supposed to go, but we can work on having the acceptance. And I've found a couple ways, that kind of help train my brain to accept certain things, right? So for me, the aspect of letting go of my dream of homeschooling for my kids was very hard, but working on the mindful acceptance of that change in my life has helped me kind of push through that, and so if you are going through anything and you feel stuck, or you feel like you need to talk, please feel free to message me. And I would love to give you some ideas, that you can do to kind of, in my mind, like train your mind or to prepare your heart, to let it go, because all of it is a very emotional and mental thing. All of letting go is, because the reality is if you're letting go of something, it's not working, and so it's not there physically. It's not working the way that you meant for it to work, and so what's left over is the emotional and mental grasp that you have of them. And so if you need help loosening your grip, please feel free to message me. Um, the other aspect is I've been doing a lot of thinking about Project 365, and I've noticed over the last few months that the thing that people seem to gravitate towards more isn't so much the pushing, to better our lives or to make changes, so much so for that. But I really feel like people are engaging a lot more on the emotional and or mental aspect of life, and so I'm not wondering if that is something that people are craving. um at the start of the year, I was going to start the Challenger course. I posted about it several months ago. Things have been crazy, but I was going to continue to go down that path with the Challenger course, for people who really wanted to dive in. But I think that I might, take a different direction and do a different set of themes next year, that will have more to do with our inner journey than our outer journey. Um, and one of the things that I asked in the group was, different things that people wanted. And one of the things that people kind of all seemed to vote for, those that did, was more of a spiritual direction, And so I'm thinking about taking it that direction. I'm not going to go, right? It's not going to be a religious direction. It'll be a spiritual direction, So working on things more like mindfulness, and the things that, can build our hearts, from the inside out, change our mentality, those kinds of things too, but also be able to have conversation about spiritual matters, and I think things that people are sort of craving. And so if you agree with that, let me know. Let me know if that's something that you're excited about. If you want to help with that, I can always use more people to kind of moderate and help me come up with those concepts, and challenges even. So let me know. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your October. And we will move into the month of gratitude here in just a few days, which is crazy, by the way. Like, I can't believe it's already basically November. This year has gone by so fast. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good day, and I will chat with you later.